Hey, this is Steve. I'm just going to go through some trade paperbacks and graphic novels that I have, just to show you some of the stuff I've collected over the years. There's no real theme to it, but let's see what we have. All right, I'm going to start out with like this, part of the Blueberry Saga. It's a collection of the story Confederate Gold, which has gone through a number of editions. This one was published by Mojo Press, probably back in, let's see real quick here, 96, I think. 1996. I bought this in San Diego. I would have bought it anyways, but check this out. An actual sketch and signature by Mobius, who was there in 96, which I believe was the last San Diego convention I attended um, until, until we moved out here to San Diego, to California. The Ditko collection. Collection of various things by Ditko. A lot of the this is the Ditko collection, 1966 to 1973. Most of it is Mr. A, which was sort of it was basically the question taken to an extreme. If you ever saw Ditko's work on the Charlton version of the question, Mr. A was, who saw everything in black and white. There were no shades of gray. Very Ayn Randian, which Ditko was. These stories made a lot of people uncomfortable. But again, it's Ditko artwork. I mean, whatever you may think of his politics, the man could draw, right? I mean, he was amazing. The volumes, the first trade paperback collection, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was from their first graphic novels back when first was published. And these were the original Turtle stories by Eastman and Laird, which were eventually turned into the basis of the film, the Archie comic series, the animated series, etc., etc. These have remained in print, I believe, or I don't know who's publishing them now, but I definitely recommend them. And one of these days I'm going to show you a lot more of my turtle stuff. This was volume 2 of the classic Adventures of Zorro by Alex Toth. It's a 2-volume set. This is volume 2. This was published by Eclipse Comics. Again, if you're a fan of Zorro or just a fan of the remarkable Alex Toth, I highly recommend it. Definitely something to see. Got something odd here by Sergio Aragonis, and done. You know what? It wasn't signed. One of these days, maybe I'll get to San Diego again and get him to sign it. Aragonis, Buzz and Bell Space Cadets. Something a little different. Bell was an astronaut, and Buzz was his chimp companion. It shows their adventures in space, meeting aliens, living on a space station, encountering fellow astronauts and civilians. It's a lot of fun, and since it is Aragonis, It's all done with some sound effects, but no dialogue. Where's Mark Evenet when you need him? Or really, you don't really need him, because the book is brilliant without him. Sergio Aragonis. Jeff Nicholson. I have two books here by Jeff Nicholson. The second, actually, is Through the Habit Trails. A very odd book, which is sort of semi-autobiographical. As Nicholson has said, it's about his life, his working life. How does it make you feel when you feel trapped by working for a large, soulless corporation? Very creepy. Through the Habit Trails, I highly recommend it. It's probably still out there. This was published by Bad Habit, which is Jack Nicholson's. It was self-published. You could probably find Nicholson and Bad Habit online. Highly recommended. The reason I knew Jeff Nicholson was not only for his mini comics, which he'd been publishing prior to that, but also for Ultra Klutz. This is book one of Ultra Klutz. This collects issues, oh my goodness. Does it say? This is published in 1996. This reprints the second Ultra Klutz series, 1 through 23. It's also by Bad Habit. Ultra Klutz was Nicholson's take or spoof of Ultraman. If you're familiar with Ultraman, the Japanese series, superhero series, sort of before, kind of a Jet Jaguar, Power Rangers sort of character who had a number of different series in Japan, some of which were shown here in the U.S., and there was even an American version of the character that ran for one season. I can't remember. It was Ultraman something. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I picked it up. I remember I picked up one issue. I think I probably got it through the mail. And anyways, instantly fell in love with it. Ultra Klutz. When the alter ego of Ultra Klutz dies in the very first issue, and the only way Ultra Klutz can save him, quote unquote, is to inhabit his body. So, a very odd book, which starts out as basically just a take on Ultraman and the Power Rangers sort of thing, and moves on from there, becoming very philosophical, touching on a lot of social issues. And again, something like, as with the Turtles, I really should take out my Ultra Klutz collection one of these days and go through it and talk more about it. But I highly recommend it. And finally, another thing from Mobius. This one not signed, but this is Blueberry, Chihuahua Pearl, #1. This was published by, I can figure this out. It was published by Epic Comics. And anyways, originally I was going to pull out a bunch of my old Westerns and everything, but I've been doing other stuff today. As I said, there was no theme to this. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff off my bookshelf. Wanted to show you some of the things that I've been into throughout the years. And I have nothing else to add. Depending on when this is loaded up onto YouTube and Facebook, the rapture may or may not have happened. If you're raptured up, well, you're probably not going to watch this. If you haven't, well, you know what? Trust me, I'm not being raptured. Uh, I'm working tomorrow, and I'll probably have a glass of wine to toast those who have gone beyond. Good luck to you. You know what? We'll miss you.